going to share with you my story of how I manifested this amazing, amazing life for myself after being in a toxic, abusive relationship for 22 years. And also I'm going to share with you my actual manifestation letter that I wrote. I think it was 2012. It could have been 2013. It was probably 2012 to be realistic, because I met my fiance in 2013. So I'm going to share that story with you because it's funny. It's very light. It shows you what's possible for you. Because I always share with my clients and with my audience that I am no different than you, and you are no different than me. We are one. We are all one. So, but the thing that I really, really, really want you to get is that the only difference between you and I is that you are the version that I used to be, and I am the version you will be, right? Past and future. So, okay. Yay! I see one of my clients on here. And I'm waiting for Michelle is my other one. She's also one of my assistant coaches. So she told me that she's running a couple minutes late. So let me get started with the call. And so how I do this with my clients is we always start off with an intention and a toast. And I'm going to get into that because I really want you to use this tool that I'm going to share with you for every single thing in your life. And it really, really does work. So have your favorite drink next to you. If you need to, I'll give you a minute. If you need to go run to the kitchen and go grab yourself whatever, a water, a tea, coffee, wine, vodka, whatever, it's all good. Go get yourself a drink because I'm going to share with you the intention/toast that we do. And you know how to unmute yourself, right? Because I wanted to ask you, since you're on here, if you have a toast or intention. I'll unmute you. Maybe you can. Hey, Anne.
Hey.
Hey. Were you able to unmute yourself or no?
I unmuted myself right now.
Oh, okay, cool. So do you have a toast or an intention that you'd like to share?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Here's to a new chapter in my life. My place is actually in escrow right now.
In escrow?
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes. And it's a bit hard for me to let go because there's so many memories that were created in this home. And I know my ex and I spent a majority of our time renovating my home, but I think it's time. It's time for a new beginning, a new chapter in my life.
Yes, it totally is. So we can easily get on a call and help you release those emotions that you're having, that you're still holding on to, because when this finalizes and goes through, you want to let it go with ease and not have any residual emotions and feelings attached to that, because you're right, this is new and it is time. So we can do that. Yeah. But here. Yeah. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Gosh, you've come a long way in such a short amount of time. Wow.
I know. All these changes, Denise.
I know.
I know. It's like all these changes, it can be very overwhelming because it's sort of like you're losing your sense of identity. Like I feel that I'm losing my sense of identity and I don't know where I'm going, and there's that uncertainty.
Yep.
But I know that everything is going to work out.
Yes.
And it's leading me to the path that I'm meant to be in. And I feel this peace and this sense of calm.
Yes. And see, yeah. And that's because of all the work that you've done for yourself, that we've done this year, and all of the challenges that you faced and processed all those emotions. And I mean, there was a lot of hard times, but you just kept going. And that's the key, is just to keep going. Right. So I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Yeah.
Thank you. And I'm so grateful. to have crossed paths with you and to have you as my coach, because you really, really, really helped me get through this phase.
Well, thank you for that. And I love you so much, but I just want, you and everybody else to hear, like, I'm the guide and I can't do this work for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're the one who did the actual work. I just led you there. That phrase, you can only lead the horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink the water.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. I led you to where you needed to go, but you're the one who said, I'm jumping, or I'm going, or I'm doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
If not, we just run around in circles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for that. Okay.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna unmute Michelle. Hey.
Hey.
Hey. So we have some new energy on the call. So excited. We have Jennifer.
I see that.
Yeah, and Connie and Sophia, and some numbers that there's no, but anyway, so excited to have Kristen here and all these new energies. So Anne just gave her toast. Do you have a toast or intention that you'd like to share with the group?
I do. So come here. Come here.
Oh, you didn't.
Baby. I did. Come here, Nala. So I'll have to introduce her to the world, but she is like a mini Mia.
Fanar?
She's like interested in sticking her nose out the window.
Oh.
And stuff. So my intention is, here is to new energy, new vibrations, new loves in our life, even if they're four-legged and are fur babies.
Absolutely. Here. Yeah, the most loyal ones, right?
Right.
Okay. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to mute you, Michelle. You know how to unmute yourself. I want to share with the group, like, why we do this. Why do we do this toast, this / intention in the beginning of the call? Because I want you to, let's start off with a tool that you can start implementing into your life right away. Okay. So here's the thing. When we set an intention, so I call it a toast, but it's also an intention. Your intention, it is a motivation. It's the motivation. And it's the real reason for doing what you are doing. Okay. It's the energy that infuses the deed or the word. So use this intention for yourself or everything before you even get out of the bed in the morning. Set your intention of how you're going to feel, how your day's going to go, what you're going to, let's say you're having lunch with somebody, you can just set the intention that it's going to be a really fun luncheon with whoever it is. I mean, you can use this for bosses and coworkers at work and people that you don't even like. You can use this for everything because this is energy. This is energy. So this is why we do the toast intention in the beginning of the call. We set that, we put that energy out there, and this is what we get back every single time. So boom, there's a tool for you to start using. Okay. And the intention is the real reason why we are all here. And if you go down deep into your intention, there's only two types of an intention. There's one created out of love, and there's one created out of fear. We want to stay in love, but we say things that we don't even realize are fear-based. And that is something that I share with my clients and I teach my clients because it's so important for us to be super, super cognitive of the energy behind our words, the thoughts, because this is what creates our reality, right? And I'm going to share that with you tonight in this manifestation call. So this call is just for you. Make yourself a priority for the next 40 minutes or so. That means close out all the tabs. In fact, I'm going to do that now because I know I have some Facebook stuff open. And yeah, let me close those out. Put your phone on silence. Just do you right now, okay? So this is an act of self-love when you can put aside all of the stuff and just focus on you. If you have kids, I've had clients that said, hey, mom needs some time. I'm going in the bedroom. No knocking on the door. I'll be with you in 30 minutes. you know, those are the boundaries that you have to set in place. This is an act of self-love. So hopefully you're in a relaxing place to listen to this call. I call it my sacred place, and have your favorite glass of, you know, whatever you drink next to you. And so let's get grounded for a second. Let's just take a couple of deep breaths just to be present. And what I want you to do when you're inhaling, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. What I want you to visualize, when you inhale through your nose, I want you to visualize the color pink. Pink is the international color of love. And when you exhale, I want you to exhale and visualize almost like a cigarette smoke, like that gray smoke coming out, okay? Which is you releasing all the toxins or just the crap of today, whatever, all right? So close your eyes, drop your shoulders. And then I want you to take a really, really deep breath inside your nose and hold it and release. Remember to visualize the pink going in and the gray, the charcoal gray coming out. And do it again. Ready? Inhale through your nose. Fill up those lungs, fill up that belly, and hold it for a second. And release. One more, let's make it count, ladies. Deep breath in. Let's see how deep you can go. And exhale. This grounds you. This brings you right here to this present moment. Because unfortunately, we are living in a world that we are always worried about what's in front of us, and we're worried about what we didn't complete behind us. And so the key, the secret to you manifesting anything you desire in your life is for you to stay in the present moment. And so again, this is something that you can do in your car, before you walk into, you know, a room, a meeting, work, whatever. Just take a few deep breaths in, exhale them out, and you can visualize those two colors. That's going to help you out a lot. Okay, so I usually go over the homework with my clients and the importance of the homework, but I think they know. So this is our last call for 2019, and that's why I invited you to come and be a guest of ours, because it's just like that energy, right? We're closing out 2019. We're getting ramped up and ready for 2020. Like, there's so many exciting things that I feel in my core soul that 2020 is going to bring. So are you ready to manifest like anything you want? Because that's what I'm going to show you tonight, is how you can manifest anything you want. Remember, you and I are only different versions of each other. We're the same. So let me know what it is that you want to manifest in 2020. So what I'm going to show you tonight, I call it Manifest Your Man letter that I'm going to share with you, but you can replace that with anything. So you can manifest a house, a car, a job, a career, anything. You fill in that blank of whatever you want. I talk about men and how I manifested Ray, but you put whatever you want in there. So put in the chat box, let me know what you are ready to manifest in 2020. I want to hear what it is you want to manifest. There's no silly answers. There's no like crazy, like, you know, people think, oh, that's too much. No, put it in there. Let me know what you are ready to manifest in 2020. So this is our 12th week of being together. And the name of the course is called Empower the Woman Within. It is based off of my book, which has 12 chapters, and we have 12 weeks that we do together. And in this 12 weeks together, we go over each chapter and the lessons that are in each chapter. And so for this week, we are talking about chapter 12, And you can see the picture here. I posted on social media today. It's titled What a Wonderful World. And I talk about in the chapter what I created, like this life that I have now, and how much, like Anne was talking about, how amazing it is when you just, you know, keep working on letting go of the old stuff and keep moving towards what you really want. It really does happen for you, ladies. I promise you, it really, really does happen for you. So I'm going to just check the chat box real quick and see. Okay. Okay, yes, put them in there. Thank you. Manifest freedom from narcissistic people or narcissistic world. Manifest a happy, healthy relationship. Awesome. I'm going to share that with you. Let me know. So I only have 2 people who shared. Thank you for sharing that. There's a whole bunch of you ladies on here. There's 10, including me. So 9. So we need, okay, here we go. Divorce finalized from abusive husband, continue working on myself and self-worth, new house, new relationships, and healthy people and a career. Awesome. Keep them coming. I want to know what it is that you want to manifest in 2020 because I'm going to share that with you. Okay. And here's another thing that I want to share with you. I want to ask you, are you ready to be the one who's controlling your life? Because when you learn how to manifest things, you are the CEO of your life, whether you're manifesting on default or whether you're manifesting purposely. You are the CEO of your life. So are you ready to be the one? You are the one in control of your life and have it all, because you can have it all. I'm going to share with you who I was before and how far I've come. And I'm hoping it's going to resonate with you because, girls, I was a hot mess. I'm not even going to lie. And are you ready to make 2020 your best year yet? Everybody says this in the beginning of the year, and then it fizzles out by what, February? And that's why having accountability keeps you on track and keeps you moving, right? That's why having accountability is so, so important. I'm telling you, we all would love to say like, oh yeah, I'll do it. But the truth is life gets in the way. We don't hold ourselves accountable and we just, kind of fall off the wagon, so to speak, right? And so then we get to the end of the year and we're like, oh yeah, in the beginning of the year, I wanted to, X, Y, and Z, and it didn't happen. Okay, so keep them coming. Manifest a new career path, new home in a warm and welcoming environment, and loving and healthy relationships. Absolutely. All yours, my love. Okay. So it's a quick chapter and I'm going to read it to you because I want to show you, like, it gives you a glimpse into where I was to where I am now. So I finished this book this book launched last year. I finished this book, I think the beginning of 2018. And so the quote at the top, I have a quote at the top of every chapter. The quote at the top says, rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. J.K. Rowling. Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. Isn't that true? Isn't that true how we get to like the lower levels of life, and whether it's divorce, even divorcing these mean people, these narcissistic people, these abusive people, traumas and dramas, maybe, something happened in your life and you just like, you look around and you're just like, I don't even know how to even start to pick up the pieces. I can't even fathom getting up, having the energy to get up. But because of that came so many gifts, and I call them the gifts in your garbage. And there's always gifts in your garbage. There's gifts in these abusive relationships. There's gifts in these toxic people. So the chapter says this: through all of my trials and tribulations, I've learned that I am responsible for who and what's in my world. What a huge awareness this is. I am the CEO of my world. So that means I can hire and fire whoever I want. and so can you. This is where we are programmed, right? We're programmed to believe the opposite of what is true. You see, we are programmed to think or be a people pleaser, right? We need to think of others and their needs first, and then our own needs. Not true. Because the truth is, you can't pour from an empty cup. You must fill your cup up first to be able to pour from it. Practicing self-love is not selfish. What an honor it is for me to be right here with you through this process. How does it get any better? I get to share with you my story of where I was and the entire process of healing to where I am now. As I am writing this book, my boyfriend of 3 years surprised me on New Year's Eve, 2017. This was my announcement to the world. I got engaged on a beautiful sunny Florida beach. The love of my life asked me to marry him. Surprise is an understatement, as I had let go of the anticipation and timeline of when I thought we could get married. Rule number 1 to manifestation: set your intention, put it out there, but let it go. Don't hold on to your result, your outcome so tightly, because that's exactly how you will manifest the opposite of that. Okay? So that's really important for you to know. When I let go of the timeline of getting married, boom, he asked me to marry him. So I go on to say that I'm so glad I did. You see, it was just 2 weeks ago I decided to bring my now fiance into my story more and share with you what the results of healing your emotional wounds looks like. This man is one amazing person. He truly loves me and shows it to me every day, with surprise flowers waiting for me on our kitchen table, random love texts during the day, and fun date nights, just him and I. He is everything I've ever wanted. I manifested him, and you can do the same thing for yourself in 2018. In 2020, why am I sharing this with you? After being in such a toxic relationship for so long, and then numbing myself with alcohol and men, I took a step back and said, Denise, who are you? Denise, you are the common denominator of these situations and people. And in that moment, I decided to stop dating, to stop looking online, stop swiping left, and just focus on me. Just look inside of me and start to heal me and my emotional wounds. One tiny step led me to another and another. After 2 years of investing in only me, I had created and manifested the best relationship I've ever had. At 47 years old, I am in a healthy relationship, and if I did this, so can you. All it takes is that first step. It can be scary, I know, but you are so worth it. And here's my promise to you. When you start to invest in you, when you show up, and when you do the work on you, you will create your dream life too. This is my guarantee to you, sealed with a kiss. So now, the next part is up to you. Let's see what is possible for you. The new year stands before us like a chapter in a book, waiting to be written. We can help write that story by setting goals. That's a quote by Melanie Beattie. Oh, what a wonderful world it is, my world. You see, I created all of this, all of it. I created my past, my present, and I'm creating my future as I type. I'm in love and engaged to be married to the love of my life. Denise Dominguez is the old me. She is the mom and the wife too. ... and the woman who escaped narcissistic abuse and is thriving after it. She is strong and brave. But the Dominguez part is an old energy. Now it is time for a new energy of Denise to come out and shine, shine, shine. When I finally stood up for myself and demanded that I be treated with respect and kindness, I got that. When I knew that I deserved a loving and healthy relationship, I got that. When I got to know myself and love myself, I got that. For me, this is what healed wounds look like: healthy relationships. True love is possible for you too, even after abuse. You are deserving of this and so much more. All you must do is choose it for yourself. Make yourself a priority and start looking inside of you and begin to heal you. It is time to rise and break the shame shackles of abuse. No more shame, no more blame, no more guilt. I'm thankful for all the crap. Yes, in the moment, I was not thankful and felt defeated. But now, through lots of inner work on me, lots of loving who I am and embracing my story and myself totally and completely, I am now able to love my crap. Every single bit of it. Breakups do hurt, but here's the thing. It's much better for you to leave that toxic relationship and start, sometimes for the first time, focusing on you so that you can create a healthy, beautiful relationship with someone who deserves you. You are worthy of this. Look inside of you, love you, and keep your focus on being the best version of you. I promise your outside world will reflect the work you have done on the inside. Life throws us curveballs, and we don't know how to handle it. So we stay stuck in relationships that do not work for us. Or we stay small and don't speak up for ourselves. We feel as if we have no voice. We even numb ourselves because we don't like ourselves. Truth is, we do have a voice. And if we know how to communicate our voice in a healthy way, we can be in a happy, healthy relationship. We won't feel like we must numb ourselves, and we can have healthy boundaries in our relationships. You can thrive after a toxic relationship. You can have a healthy relationship after abuse. All of you, not just the parts of you that you like or love about yourself, but the whole package. You are beautiful, you are strong, you are loved. Forgive yourself. Start to forgive yourself for all the things that you think you did wrong. Forgive others for what you think they did or they did to you. Forgiving others is not about excusing them for what they did. This isn't saying you accept their behavior. Forgiving them is releasing the pain you hold inside of you so that you can start to thrive and be free from their poison. And finally, tell your truth. Embrace who you are and allow the world to see you. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You did nothing wrong. Telling your truth is like squeezing out the emotional pain inside of you. Once you do this, you will feel better. I promise. These are the 3 keys to healing your emotional pain: self-love, forgiveness, and truth. I wouldn't be the woman that I am today if it weren't for my journey. I see the gifts in my story, my journey. Of course, there was a time when I hated my life. I was so miserable. I would literally cry myself to sleep almost every night at one point. I wondered as tears ran down my face what I was going to do. Is this my life forever? It took one step at a time for me to climb out of my crap. And yes, there were bumps along the way, but for the most part, once I decided that I matter and started to choose things for me, my life started to change in such a wonderful way, a positive way, and it continues to do this every day. I fall asleep with a smile on my face now. I fall asleep thinking all that I am grateful for. Life is so good, but I wouldn't change anything in my journey because it led me to where I am now, writing this book for you and millions of women around the world to help you see that your journey is just that, yours. Don't compare yourself to anyone because they haven't walked in your shoes and you haven't walked in theirs. Find the gifts in your garbage. They are there, I promise you. Keep looking for them until you find them. If this girl can leave a 22-year toxic relationship and move 3 states away with nothing but a futon couch and an air mattress and build herself back up to have this amazing life, so can you. So here's a little reminder for you. You are beautiful. You are loved. You are needed. You are alive for a reason. You are stronger than you think. You're going to get through this. I'm glad you're alive. Don't give up. And finally, I'm rooting and cheering you on because I know you got this. So that is the chapter. And the lesson is the journey is the reward and to love yourself. So with that chapter being read, and for my clients, that's just a little reminder of what we continuously talk about and learn about. Because here's the thing about self-love. The things that I described in there, the 3 keys to healing, you were born that way. And I don't want to get too much on this topic because I want to get into the manifestation part. But you were born that way. So if you have kids, think of when your kids were really little, like 2 years old. And think of, if you don't have kids, just think of a baby or a young, 2-year-old. They love themselves. They don't judge themselves. They don't look in the mirror and go, gosh, my hair is just terrible today. They don't criticize themselves, right? They trust themselves and they trust other people. This is why we have to teach them not to go with the creepy guy with the puppy, right? We're born this way and we're forgiving. Try to get a 2-year-old to hold a grudge longer than 2 minutes because you didn't give them the cookie. They throw a temper tantrum, they're over it, they're on to the next thing. They don't hold grudges like us adults do. They don't say, I'm not going to talk to you for like 3 years. We are born this way. We're born loving. We're born trusting. We're born forgiving. And on top of that, we're born with speaking our truth. And these are all the things that we were taught the opposite of. We saw somewhere, so here's the disclaimer. No shame and no blame on mom, dad, whoever raised you. That's not what this is about. This is about facts. And the facts are that we were shown somewhere along the line, especially as women, we were shown that if we're not exactly perfect, then we're flawed and we can't be flawed. We were taught that, and like the story that I always share about my daughter when she was 16 and I was looking in the mirror and I was criticizing myself, she was hearing that and she picked that up. Anyway, I don't want to get too deep into that because that's a whole nother topic that I could just talk about all day long. I want to continue with, what are you ready to manifest? Like, what in 2020 do you want to manifest? So we have, let me see, I think 4 people who answered and we have 9 people here. So we got 5 more answers. What do you want to manifest? You can send it to me privately. You don't have to send it. You don't have to put it publicly. Well, it's just us, but you can send it to me privately. But let me know what it is that you want to manifest. Okay. Ready? You ready? You ready? Are you ready to make 2020 your best year yet? Do you want to wake up ready to tackle the day? Like, whatever is thrown at you, are you ready to like have the attitude of bring it on? Like, I can handle it. I can take it, because you have the tools in your toolbox to take care of that. That's what I want to share with you. So I'm going to share with you. So this is our workbook in the course, Empower the Woman Within, that all of my clients get in a PDF. This is the printed version. And I posted your picture of this, the printed up the way Ann did. It was gorgeous. But I did add like the weeks and stuff so I could flip to it easily. So I'm just going to flip to week 12. And the homework that I give to my clients on week 12 is a manifest him letter. That's what is given to my clients on the last week, manifest him letter. And so what I share with them, another tool for manifestation is to write a really, really super detailed letter to the universe. And the more detailed you get, the better it is, okay? So when you're doing things like this, you want to think of it in terms of, if you went to a sub shop, right? You wouldn't ask for a sandwich. You would be very, very specific, okay? Here in North Carolina, we have Jersey Mike's. And when I walk into Jersey Mike's, I know exactly what I want, okay? I love the number 13 Italian. It's a regular 13, number 13 regular, no mayo, okay? And no tomatoes, right? Again, you have to be very specific on what you want. Very specific. If not, if you're vague, you get vague results. If you're blah, you get blah results. If you're very detailed, you get very detailed results. Okay? So remember that. Now, this letter, so Ray and I met in 2013. It's a funny story. Should I share it? I won't make it too long. It's really cute. So a couple of you live here in North Carolina, and in Raleigh, every year they have a bike fest. So it was September, and my friend, I was going with two of my friends, and one of my friends was seeing this guy in this cover band called Mostly Crew. Not Motley Crue, Mostly Crew. So it was myself and the two ladies, and they were like, you know, we're going to go on this street, because like they block off the street for the band. So we go there and we go see her guy, or whoever she was dating, the drummer. And we're just sitting there, we're enjoying the music. And I see this guy in the corner of my eye. Okay. So he's bald with like the dark, like biker glasses. And he's got his head cocked a little bit, and he's doing this number. And I'm like, I'm looking behind me because I'm thinking, who's this guy looking at? Really? It was Ray. And he was checking me out. So whatever, I didn't think anything of it. I was with my friends. And so where the street was and where the band was, there's a bar where it has a bathroom. What do us ladies need to do all the time, right? I had to go to the bathroom. So I come out of the bathroom, and Ray, with his Boston accent, stops me in the hall, you know, the pathway, and he says, "Are you single, or where's your boyfriend," or whatever he said. And I was like, I don't have, like, who are you? Where's that accent from? So it started a little bit of a conversation. And then ironically, my friend who was dating or seeing or whatever, having fun with, the drummer in the band, starts talking to Ray's friend. Here's how the universe works as well, right? I'm going to get to this manifestation letter, but I want to share this story with you first, because then I'm going to go back and show you how all of this came together. So my friend Nikki was way into Ray's friend Matt. Okay, Ray was with his friend Matt. Nikki was like all gaga over him. I mean, really gaga. And so then we were supposed to like walk somewhere, and I was not into him. I was like, whatever. I guess I just wasn't in the mood that day to get picked up. Anyway, so we walk off, and they were supposed to be following us because Bike Fest has like a bunch of vendors, like food vendors, and a whole bunch of, you know, all Harley bike stuff. So we walk off, and they're supposed to be following us, and we lose them because there's like a lot of people. We lose them. So my friend Nikki is like, we lost them. We got to go back. You know, she's like, we got to find them and this and that. I'm like, no, come on, let's go. Who cares? Let's just go. And she was like, the next day, which was a Sunday, she's like, we got to go back. We got to find them. I'm like, crap, we're not going to find them in all that huge crowd. There's no way. But I went. Of course, they weren't there. We didn't find them. But I remembered two things that Ray said to me. He said his name, first name only. I didn't know his last name. And he said, he lived in Clayton. So I went into Facebook and I put in the search bar those two things, Ray and Clayton. Excuse me. And what came up was a motorcycle profile, a profile picture of a motorcycle. That had to be him. He's a Ray, he lives in Clayton, he's got a motorcycle. Has to be him. Guess what? It was him. So I share this with you to show you how the universe works. When you get super, super detailed on what you want, the universe then starts to align all of the things that you want for yourself. So manifesting freedom from an abusive relationship or abusive person, absolutely, it is yours. Manifest a clean, clear divorce. See, you said 2020, divorce finalized from abusive husband. That's very general. You want to be very specific in how that divorce is going down, because I can tell you from experience that divorcing a narcissist, they will definitely try to make your life hell. You hold the power to those results that are going to happen. In fact, I want to share with you one of my previous clients she wrote a testimony on the back of my book. And she says, first one, I am in a high conflict divorce with a narcissist. I've seen a huge improvement in myself, my self-esteem, and my empowerment. That's because we worked together and I showed her how to take control of her thoughts and her mind, and how to step into woman energy, and how to, when you're dealing with child energy, you have to embody woman energy. So again, you want to be specific on the 2020 divorce finalized from abusive husband. Very, very detailed. Okay. So here's the letter. It's not even 3 pages. It's front, back, and half. Okay, so it's 2.5 pages. I'm going to read it to you. Then I'm going to share with you how all this went down. So I wrote my love list. I don't know, my perfect guy. So first, I know he has a strong name. I don't know why I wrote that, but I did. He has a strong name like James or Paul, and he's a Sagittarius. So at one point I was super into astrology and matching up like my sign with other people. So apparently I'm a match for Sagittarius. He is confident and strong. He is sexy and sweet. He is funny and loving. He is caring and loves to help people. He is respectful and a perfect gentleman. He adores me and thinks I'm smart and funny. He is a great dad to his children and very understanding and loving to mine. He is financially stable. He's a business owner, construction or plumbing, something like that, like blue collar. He volunteers and shows his kids what a real man is all about. He lavishes me with nice steak and seafood dinners, never lets me pay. He believes in traditional values and has a solid relationship with his mom. He cares about his appearance, smells really good. When we meet, we are a magnet to each other. We will both know it immediately that we have met the one. He won't be able to get enough of me, and I won't be able to get enough of him. But we will still take it slow, and we do not have sex until we're in a committed relationship. And I've introduced him to my children, and he's introduced me to his. But when we do have sex, it's explosive. Fireworks. Oh my God. Our sexual chemistry is out of this world. We plan a beach wedding, all white and no shoes. I wear a simple white, sexy, sleek wedding dress, elegant and pretty, yet beachy. He wears a white collared shirt and white long shorts or white pants rolled up. I have purple flowers in my hair, soft, sweet, and petite. We have the reception at the beach hotel on the beach where everyone is staying. But we only stay 2 nights because we have to catch a plane, first class to Hawaii, where we spend 10 days together, island hopping and flying helicopters and enjoying luau's. The experience is amazing. And in the last week or so, we fly our kids up to enjoy a family vacation. So, number one, I want to share with you that this is very general. This is very general. It was specific in some areas, but the energy behind this is what created and what I manifested. So I want to share with you, like, all of the things that I listed is Ray to a T. Like, I shit you not, is Ray to a T. He's not a Sagittarius, though. So there are some differences in here. He is a great dad to his kids. He is financially stable. He is a business owner, but that didn't happen when we first got together. Here's the other thing about manifestation. When you put it out there, you have to let it go. And I know this can be a challenge because we want it so bad. But when you come from a place of, I want it so bad, you're coming from a place of lack. Okay? Every word you speak, every thought you think has an energy behind it. So I want the guy, I want the guy, I want the guy is, I don't have the guy, I don't have the guy, I don't have the guy. Or we could be talking about money, or we could be talking about a career, or we could be talking about a car, or we could be talking about a house, whatever it is. If you come from an energy of, I want, the energy behind that is, I lack, I don't have. Okay? So how do you turn that around? Here's how you turn that around. Instead of, I really, really want a guy, I really want the perfect guy, I want the perfect relationship, I really, really want it. Ground yourself, take some breaths, and visualize you already having that. You already have that. Now, for some of us, including myself, prior to this relationship, I never had that. So how do you know what you want if you've never had it? Well, the good news is you've had something that you know you don't want. So just do the opposite of that. Think the opposite of that. There's all these tricks and ways that you can figure this out. So my nose just starts running when I do this. Okay, so I wanted to go down the lines of everything. He lavishes me with nice steaks, seafood dinners. He never lets me pay. That's true. He doesn't. He has traditional values. He's a Marine, so there you go. And he has a solid relationship with his mom. One of the most amazing things that I love about Ray is the close relationship he had with his mom. She just passed this August. He cares about his appearance. Lord, does he. He's so military. Like, he rotates his clothes. I know. It's crazy. Smells really good. Yes. So let me go to the sex part. Here's the thing about sex, ladies. And here's the thing about these narcissistic men. I know in my experience, and I've heard this several times from other women, and I even worked with a fellow coach, and she was in a domestic violence relationship for a very long time. And her therapist said, if you are that hot attracted to a man, run. Like the bad boy look, the one that you're just like, my ex, I was very, very attracted to him. And our sex was like super explosive, even towards the end. It was so great. But the thing is that bad boy look that I was so hot for, like muscles and tan and, tattoos and all that. No, it's cause for trouble. So when Ray and I got together, it wasn't like, it was more of a building brick by brick, a foundation of the sex and the chemistry and the connection. So that's what you want, because guess what we are when we're old and crusty, right? We have to have that connection. If there's just this, oh, I'm hot for you, baby, and then, what do you got? So it's that foundation, brick by brick, that's laid, no pun intended, one by one, that you build and create a loving, lasting relationship, sexual relationship. You want your best friend. Okay, so let me see. I mean, now I can't get enough of him, because it's definitely built. I love him more and more every day. So he does love my children, and my daughter loves him. My son lives in Florida, so that's a whole other story. But his kids, like I have a relationship with his kids, so that's super awesome. There's no drama. There's no, I hate you, or you're not with mom. No, none of that. Okay, we plan a beach wedding. Hello. Do ya know what's happening in like 7 months? I'm getting married on North Carolina Beach. And my dress is picked out, and it's pretty much to a T of what I described here. Simple, white, sexy, sleek wedding dress. Elegant, pretty, yet beachy. And he is wearing a collared white shirt, and he is wearing shorts. Purple flowers in my hair, that's not happening. And the reception is in the resort. It's not a hotel, it's the resort on the beach. And we are going to Hawaii, but first we're going to do 2 weeks in Florida. And we are going to be in Hawaii for 10 days. No, 14 days. 14 days. And then we're not bringing our kids up. That's not happening. But everything else is happening. So here's the secret to you manifesting anything you want. Details and the energy behind it, and let it go. I wrote this letter back in 2012, and what I did with this letter is I folded it up just like this, and I put it under my mattress, and I forgot about it. I let it go, and I just went about my day. So at that time, I was working full time. I was doing medical sales. I hadn't even started my business yet. And I was just doing what I did. And then, here's the thing about manifestation. You manifest all the time. Every day you manifest. In fact, those toxic relationships, you manifested those too. But then we look back when we're purposely manifesting. See, those toxic relationships, we manifested on default, right? This is manifesting purposely. So then you look back and you're like every time I read this, I'm like, holy crap, it's almost to a T. Everything in here is almost to a T, except for like purple flowers and one other thing. You look back and you're like, wow, I wanted that. I got that. 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 So you're looking at somebody who literally used to cry herself to sleep every night, who felt so trapped, so alone, so lost, who literally, like, I just, every day was, what's next? What's next? Because I know something's going to happen, because I lived in that much chaos and traumas and dramas. And the traumatic things got worse and worse. I'm talking drugs, suicide attempts, psych wards, me visiting him in the psych ward. And like, that story is crazy, because I literally felt like my heart was going to beat out of my chest. I was so scared out of my mind. Just crazy, a crazy life, just a crazy life, to now being in like such peace and calm, and traveling when I want, and having whatever I want, having all of these tools to know what to do. When I want something, I make it happen. Like, I'm going to California next month. Just decided last night. It's going to be a 2-day trip with one of my coaches. And no, I don't have the money right now. Like, of course, I have Christmas coming up just like everybody else, and I have shit coming up, and I have bills to pay. Yeah, so does everybody. But that's what I want to do, and that's what's happening, and that's what I'm going to make happen. So this is you too. Everything that I'm sharing with you is also for you too. So do you want to wake up every day ready to tackle what's in front of you? Like with confidence and positivity, instead of like just dreading, I got to deal with this. I got to put out this fire. That's what I used to say. I got to put out another fire, put out another fire, put out another fire. That was my life, just putting out fires. Do you want to thrive instead of simply surviving the holidays? And are you like 100% committed to you? These are questions that are so important for you to ask yourself. Because if you're not, if you're halfway in, you're halfway out, there's nothing wrong with that. But that's the results that you're going to get. You're going to get halfway in, halfway out. But if you are like, no, I'm ready. I am so ready to make 2020 my year. I'm so ready to manifest this or manifest that or get rid of this and bring in this, then you can have all of that. You really, really can have all of that. It's just a matter of you staying committed to yourself. This is all about commitment to yourself. This is all about having boundaries within yourself. This is all about you loving yourself. Because if you want the life that you love, this is you have to take in this love that you have for yourself. So, how many of you buy yourself a Christmas present for you? Not for kids. You know, I know you do that. I know you buy presents for the parents, or you buy presents for the dog, you buy presents for the boss, you buy presents for even the coworkers. And you even get the mailman a present. But what about you? Do you buy yourself a present? Like, when do you get to treat yourself nice? This is self-love. This is you loving yourself. So tonight I have a special gift for you. And it's my 12-week course, Empower the Woman Within, where you will learn how to shift yourself out of mother energy and into woman energy. So if you don't know what that means exactly, let me share that with you. When we've attracted these narcissistic people in our lives, when you think of a narcissistic person, that's child energy, right? We can all agree on that, right? They pout when they don't get their way. They're manipulative, they're controlling, they're toxic, they're mean, they're all about themselves, right? Think of it like a spoiled little child, a spoiled brat child. That is child energy. What that tells us is that you are operating from mother energy. Now, there's nothing wrong with you being in mother energy. It just is what it is. When you have this awareness, then you can start to shift things around. And in this 12-week course, this is what I share with you, is how to shift from the mother energy and up into woman energy. Woman energy knows what she wants and she gets it. She doesn't make excuses or allow things to get in the way. Like what I just said, I'm going to California next month. I could easily say, well, I don't have the money for that, or I don't have the time. I got a wedding to plan in 6 months, and I got this and I got that. And instead of saying, no, this is happening because I need to be there. I need this for myself. I need this for my business. I need to be there. So that's woman energy. Woman energy, she makes shit happen. Okay, so this is 12 weeks of accountability with other women who get you. We get you. Because we are different versions of you. We're different versions of each other. And it's so good to be surrounded by people who get you. No judgment, no criticism. You can be as vulnerable as you want, and you get love and support back. So that's what you get, 12 weeks of love and support, raising your vibration. Here's the other thing about manifestation. The only way that you will be able to manifest anything is by raising your vibration. If you're in this low vibrational state, like energy attracts like energy, what's going to happen is you're going to attract the same level of where you're at. So if you're down here, you're going to attract the same thing here. If you're up here, you're going to attract the same thing up here. Okay? So raising your vibration, manifesting connections. My clients have connections. Not only do I have connections with them, but with each other, and so much more. And so this is about being surrounded by women who love and support you. And last year when I launched this course, it was valued at $1,000, $9.99. And then I added the workbook, and I didn't even have the manifestation letter actually ready. But there was a lot of value that was put into this course. And so as the value went up, the price went up, right? So the final price that this course sold for was $3,000, which is $1,000 a month. But it's Christmas, right? And I love to give. I love gifting presents to you. And I want you to have what you want to manifest in 2020. So I want Kristen to have like a really easy divorce. You can have an easy divorce with a narcissist. You really can. And I want you to continue to work on yourself and with self-love and the new house and everything that you want, right? Healthy people in the career. And I want Anne to manifest her new career path, to finally land where she knows that this is where I'm supposed to be, and have that welcoming environment and loving and healthy relationships. And I want, Jennifer to manifest freedom from that abuse, that trapped feeling. I want you to have that in 2020. And I want your 2020 to be mind-blowing, for you to have mind-blowing growth in 2020. And all of that is possible for you. So how can I do that? By first gifting this course at a one-time, once in a lifetime special rate. So not $3,000, take that off the board because it's Christmas, what it does sell for. Not even 50% off, which would be $1,500, right? Not even at the launch price of $1,000. Tonight only, what I'm gifting you is this 12-week course for only $333.33. So if you are ready to make 2020 your best life, your best year ever, this is the time. $333 for this 12-week course. And for those of you who take action, I'm going to put the link in the comments below so that you can click on it and take action. And what I'm going to do for you, if you are one of those action takers, I'm going to give you some bonuses because I love to give bonuses. All right, there's the link. Oh, geez. Excuse me, hold on. To everyone. I sent it privately. Here we go. All right. So if you're one of those action takers, here's the special gifts that I have, bonuses that I have for you. What I'm going to gift to you on top of this 12-week course, I'm going to gift you 2 rounds of being in this 12-week course. So that means you're getting 24 weeks of being in this course of Empower the Woman Within for $333. Okay? Hold on. There's more. That's just a tip. You're going to get the Empower the Woman Within ebook, which is the first 3 chapters that I have. I call it ebook. You're going to get 30 minutes of private coaching with me. You're going to get a 12-minute letting go meditation. And then in lieu of our topic and manifestation, I'm going to share with you 3 ways to manifest. 3 ways of manifestation that will change in 2020. So these are deeper manifestations, a whole nother level, and how to manifest a new energy. So I'm very, very much in the spiritual world. This is what I pass on to my clients. We are moving out of the 3D world and into the 5D world. This is changing. Change is happening right now. We're waking up and we are more alive and awake than ever. That it's not a coincidence that that narcissistic is a buzzword. It's not a coincidence that people are standing up for themselves and writing books and speaking and sharing their voice and talking about, the abuse that they've been through. We are rising up as women. So there's a lot less of the shame that we went through for so many years, right? Don't talk about it. I just helped out my friend here locally in North Carolina. She Called to Peace. It's for churches, and she helps women who are in domestic violence relationships within the church. Okay. We're speaking up. So you get all of this for $333. This is my Christmas gift to you. So I don't know what that is. What, 80% off? So you get the ebook, you get 2 rounds of being in the course. So that's 24 weeks instead of 12 weeks. You get a 30-minute coaching call with me. You get the 12 minutes of letting go meditation, and you get the 3 ways manifestation will change in 2020 and how to manifest in the new energy for $333. So again, what do you buy for yourself in the season? What do you do for yourself? What do you go shopping for everybody else? What about you? This is your time. Or let me ask you, isn't this your time for you to gift yourself this? Don't you deserve this? So at the end of my calls, what I do for my clients is I share the homework with them. So I'll share that with you. And the homework is for you to write your letter, write your manifestation letter. What do you want to create? You can go really big, or you can just stay like in the next couple of months and then rewrite it. You can fold it up, put it under your mattress too. Let it go. Don't hold on to it. Don't think about it all day, every day, because that's actually you're creating resistance. And then what I do is I open up. So I unmute everybody to see if anybody has any questions or comments. So hold on, let me unmute all, and you let me know. So you're all unmuted, and let me know if you have any questions or comments. Everybody good? Whew, somebody's got some good music on. No questions, no comments?
Denise.
Yes.
Okay, I'll speak up. From the tub yet.
Hi.
Hi, it's Connie.
I know.
Thank you. I missed you last week, and I want to say thank you for reminding me this week and letting me be able to find time to be present here. And I want to say this is a really great way to end your calls. One of the things that I appreciate about you so much is that the positivity, like through such a thing that we're talking about that is not positive in any way, shape, or form, and hard enough to get through, but the positivity is the way you present it. Is super, super appreciated. So manifesting is going really well here, so I'm definitely going to be doing the homework.
Yay! Awesome.
Thank you.
I know we stay in touch, Connie, but I want to share with me the results that you get from this, because I love to hear the success stories of,
yes,
I did this and this is what happened. And I love to hear about it. So I know you and I stay in close connection, but definitely when those things happen, shoot me an email or message or even a text, whatever, and just let me know.
I promise you, because things are happening very fast. What I need to happen hasn't happened yet, but it's coming really quick. And I just can't speak that it's here yet.
Right.
But it's coming. Yeah. So I'll definitely keep you posted.
Absolutely. That's the thing. Absolutely. You're welcome. That's the thing about manifestation. It can happen very quickly, very quickly. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to take 2 weeks, a month, 2 years. It doesn't. When I manifested leaving my relationship and coming here to North Carolina, I had a set amount in my head, which was $10,000. And I gave myself 5 months. So it happened within that 5 months, but because I told the universe that I wanted to give it 5 months.
And you got it sooner.
Right. I would have got it sooner. Exactly. And when I left Florida and I swiped my debit card, I had exactly to the T $10,000 in my account.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah. So you can 2 days, 1 day. Here's the thing. And this is, I'm going to talk more about this in 2020, because as I get more and more into the spiritual world and understand it more, I can share that with you guys. It's kind of confusing when I say it, but follow me. We came into this world to forget who we are, to remember who we are.
Mm-hmm.
So before we came into the physical world, we could literally snap our fingers and manifest anything we want. That's how limitless we are and how powerful we are.
I wanted to say to Anne when she was on earlier, I know I'm in a similar situation as Anne, and I'm leaving something that I really put everything into for 20 years as well. And it feels like I'm able to, find me again. Like, she said she's losing her identity. I feel those 20 years, 30 years took away my identity.
Yeah.
So, if I may say, like, I'm no expert here, but I know this trying to do all this was impossible to do while still in that mindset of trying to fix anything.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, you are an expert. So don't don't discredit what you've been through and how far you've come already. Don't discredit that, because you are. Yeah. And that's what I mean, ladies, about us being together in this container of love and support and accountability, is that just like what Connie expressed to Anne, and Anne expressed, this is what connections is about. This is what being there for each other is about, learning from each other, supporting each other. As women, we're so quick to criticize ourselves or dim our shine down. But when you're in this container, we will quickly remind you, no, you're going to shine. Like, keep shining. Let it come through. Like, screw that dimming ourselves. We've done that for so many years, especially in these abusive relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's ridiculous how much we dim ourselves down, right? We're the people pleasers. We dress the way we know they liked us to dress, or said the things that we know that were acceptable, or didn't say the things, or just everything. And now we have freedom.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to pull them back now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. Kristen says things are manifesting quickly and it's a little scary sometimes. All good things though. It can be scary, right? But it's all good. So Kristen, what you can do is use that breathing technique when things get a little bit scary. Here's the thing about things being scary. That's your ego. Your ego is trying to pull you back. Your ego is trying to pull you back into your safe space. And guess what? Our dysfunctional relationships, as dysfunctional as they were, is still safe to our ego because it's comfortable. We know it. We know how to handle the craziness, right? So whenever that happens, use the breathing technique to help, like, remind yourself, like, okay, that's my ego. No, not going to go there. I'm going to continue to grow. I think I'm waiting for the shoe to fall. Okay, that's your ego. What you just said there, I think I'm waiting for the shoe to fall sometimes. That's your ego. Your ego is always telling you a really messed up story. It's always trying to keep you where it thinks you're safe. So here's the thing about our ego. When those thoughts come up, I want you to visualize those thoughts. I'm going to mute the background noise. I want you to visualize those thoughts like a separate entity as you. So here's a room, right? Let's imagine a square box, and there's this big empty room, and you're sitting in the room. Imagine yourself sitting in the center of the room in a chair. The whole room is completely empty. There's nothing in there but one window. You're in the chair, and I want you to visualize your thoughts not in here, but around you. Your thoughts are not you. Your thoughts are outside of you. So you just visualize yourself in that chair, in that room, but your thoughts are not in you, they're outside of you. Okay? So just observe your thoughts is what I'm saying. Just observe your thoughts. Kind of like when you're sitting at the park bench at the park and you're watching the people. Like just visualize like those are your thoughts. Okay? Just observe them, because we take on our thoughts as our own identity. So like Anne was saying earlier, you know, when we let go of things, it's like we're letting go a piece of us, a part of us. And that's what makes it so hard. And that's what keeps us stuck. And that's what, you know, stops us from letting go. But when you literally visualize your thoughts as an outside entity, it's not you, then it's easier for you to let go. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Is everybody good? Any questions? All right. All right, so everybody who was here, you will get a copy of this call for yourself in the email. And the Christmas gift special with all the bonuses, that is for tonight only. So if you want to do that, let me know or click the link. I think you all know how to get in touch with me. I think we're all connected in some way. So that is my Christmas gift to you. And if I don't talk to you or see you, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to my clients who are already invested in this. They know this is our last call for 2019. Our next call will be January 6th, I think. Yes. So we hold these calls on Monday at 7 o'clock. All right, my loves. Thank you. All right. Have a great night. I'll unmute everybody so you can say bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks,
Thank
Denise.
you. You're welcome. Merry Christmas.